Welcome to Mrs. Ashburn's Career and Technical Education Class number 3, Education for Employment. Today's objectives, we will be reviewing communication skills, discussing communication skill opportunities, completing a second role play using communication, discussing how we use communication in the workplace, and finally, we will be completing a journal activity. Remember, you should be located in a quiet place at home if possible. Also remember that we are to maintain an appropriate learning environment. Make sure you have your notebook, pen, and journal ready. Did you already use the restroom? Remember to also use your email, if possible, to contact me. And finally, no cell phones are allowed in class. Last class, we discussed the 5 types of communication. Verbal communications, which is sounds, language, and tone of voice. Oral, which is listening and hearing. Nonverbal communications, using facial expressions, body language, and posture. Written communication, journals, emails, blogs, and text messages. And finally, visual communication, using signs, symbols, and pictures. Now I would like for you to name an opportunity that you've had this week to use your communication skills. And tell me which skills you use and how you used it. You may now stop this video if you need to. In activity 1, in the first role play, Jade had a job mowing lawns and received some not so positive feedback from Mr. Z, a client. In this second role play, we will be learning about Will, who works at a dentist's office and has gotten into some trouble with his boss, Miss T. For this scenario, Will works in a large dental office and winds up rushing to get to work every day after school. His job tasks include filing, making photocopies, stuffing envelopes, and answering the telephone. Miss T, the office manager, has asked to speak to Will about his timesheet. Hello, Will. I would like to talk with you.
Yes, Miss T.
Will, I've been watching your time this week, and I'm quite concerned.
Miss T, I see you're not happy, but will you please be more specific?
You're not getting here on time.
I know I've been arriving to work late, and I'm sorry.
Well, look at your time today. You were supposed to be here at 3:15 this afternoon, and now it's 3:30 and you just walked in. We need to be able to depend on you to be here at the time you're scheduled to work.
I understand that you expect me to be here on time. I'm getting here as quickly as I can after school. Would it be possible to change my start time to 3:30? I can put in the extra 15 minutes at the end of the workday instead.
Well, I suppose we can try that. Are you absolutely sure that you can make it here every day by 3:30?
I'm sorry that I've been getting here late and upsetting you. I really do think I can be here every day by 3:30, but if for some reason I can't make it here by that time, I'll be sure to call and let you know.
That would be very helpful. Thank you, Will.
You're welcome.
Now take this time to think about, how do you think Miss T handled the situation with Will's lateness? How did Will handle Miss T's disapproval? What might he have done differently? What might Miss T have done differently? So now let's think about communication in the workplace. During an interview, for example, employers are impressed by a job candidate who answers questions with more than one answer, such as, yeah, nah, dunno. This demonstrates that he or she is listening and shares information and ideas by asking questions for clarification or follow-up. The interview can be an indication to employers of how the candidate or employee will interact with supervisors, co-workers, and customers, or how they resolve conflicts when they arise. Remember, nonverbal communication is also critical in an interview, and employers expect good eye contact, good posture, and also active listening. We will now complete our journaling activity. Remember, you may pause the video to complete this journaling activity. Think about how each employee acted. Is this easy or difficult for you to do in most situations? If it's easy, what are some strategies you use that help you keep your cool? And if it's difficult, what might you try to do differently? Your turn. With a family member, reread one or both of the activities and act out the situation differently. What would it have looked like and sounded like if Jade had not demonstrated such a mature attitude? And what would it have looked like and sounded like if Will hadn't offered a suggestion for his situation? Be ready to discuss this next class. Think about it. Because each employee remained calm and asked additional questions to get clarity about each situation, he or she was able to communicate with the other person and clearly identify the problem. So during this class, we were able to review communication skills, discuss communication skill opportunities. We did a second role play using communication skills. We discussed communication in the workplace. And finally, we completed a journal activity. You have now completed Career and Technical Education activity number 1. Remember, after you submit this activity, your assignment is complete. Any questions, please email your teacher and put CTE Activity 1 in the subject box. Have a great day.